Aha! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another segment. Welcome to 15 Call Friends. We have a new guest with us today. Let's not for one time. To the people, let them know who you are, occupation, stuff like that.
My name is Damien and I. I'm 19, turning 40 this year.
Yikes.
Getting old. Yeah, I feel like it.
He's old.
Yeah. Now I'm working at the YMCA as a teacher for daycare before an after-school program, and then I'm gonna start college this year.
College boy.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So what made us bring Dame on? We was on one of your streams,
Mm-hmm.
and Jay was like, "You know, it'd be a good idea if we bring Dame on."
We got to bring Dame.
And I was like, that's a good idea. So ask and you shall receive. Dame's here.
Dame is here.
This is episode 2 of Just Friends, where we talk about any and everything. We had this conversation in the locker room. We were talking about religion. And Dame was telling me how throughout his entire childhood, the idea of God wasn't even brought to him, which to me, that's crazy.
It is
No
crazy.
one said anything.
So you grew up with your mom, dad, and you're an only child.
Okay.
Yeah, explain
All right.
so I can get a better understanding.
I grew up. So I started out in Frederick.
Okay.
And I was there for about 6 years, and then we moved to Hagerstown.
Okay.
From there, it was always just me, my 2 grandparents, my grandma and grandpa, my uncle, and my mother.
Gotcha.
And we all live together there right now at the house, as it is. Yeah, like I said, my mother and my uncle in the household too, and...
Only child.
Only child. No siblings.
No siblings.
And it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's crazy because not a single person ever brought up religion.
When did the idea, when did the idea to ask me that question, come in your head? Like, is he Christian? Is he not Christian? Is he not Christian?
Well,
Like
because I see the cross on your arm.
Oh, okay.
So I would automatically
that makes sense.
assume.
That makes sense.
But like Jalen, he's a believer of God.
Yeah.
He just doesn't. It's not a part of it.
He doesn't put himself in a category.
Yeah, a category. So, I think the first thought of God that I ever had was like, I don't know. It's probably this year or last year.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, I swear to you, I've had random things in my head just talking about God in my head. I'm not joking.
That's kind of how he works.
That's exactly how he works. That's his way of reaching out to you, because he works in mysterious ways. So definitely, you not hearing about him, and then you just out of nowhere just hear about him. That means he wants to reach out to you, and he's it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
weird. It's just, I think it's happened 2 or 3 times total.
Is this something you want to pursue deeper, or you just this has popped in my head?
It's just popped in my head for right now. I think I'm more spiritual as it is.
Yeah.
I meditate.
Like you said about Jay, he's a believer. You don't have to go deep into
No, you don't have
method
to be.
of,
You don't have to be a full Christian, as long as you believe in God and you don't have to pray every day.
Yeah.
I don't pray every
Yeah.
day, to be honest. But I know that in the back of my mind and in my heart, He's there.
Yeah.
And He will always guide me. So you don't always have to be a full Christian. You can just...
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, but
It's
everybody
just-
has their own preference at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
So do you think if you would have had Christianity in your life growing up, I'm not going to say you would have been raised differently. Do you think your life would have been different now? Because my experience with Christianity, my dad from the womb, we went to church every single Sunday. It was I know Christianity isn't just I guess you could say a thing you talk about. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You kind of got to change I'm not going to say a lot of stuff, but if you're trying to live a truly Christian life and experience it for its fullness, a lot of stuff that I guess you're doing kind of has to change.
Yeah, a lot of changes.
Yeah.
So,
it's mainly because of the fact that my mother, my uncle, and my aunt were all extremely devious children when they were younger.
okay.
My uncle has now been telling me stories of stuff that he's done.
Yeah.
Oh
you just be
my
what?
gosh. You
know,
have
you be
no
what the-
idea the stuff he's done. It's just, I don't think, I kind of see my uncle more as a brother.
Yeah.
Mainly because, and my aunt is a sister.
Right.
So I kind of follow in their footsteps.
Right.
And now they're successful, but when I was younger, I was definitely influenced. But I never smoke cigarettes or drink alcohol.
Right.
One, because alcoholism runs in my family.
Same here.
Two,
Same here.
it's just nothing good comes from it.
Yeah, it really isn't.
So.
Definitely not wrong. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah.
How about that gas? I know you be smoking that gas.
That's what's up. No, that was interesting, Chris. When you asked me, I was kind of like taken aback. Like people don't really ask me that.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
very
what
rare.
sparked that question was because you were talking about the gummy thing.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was
like
like,
CBD.
yeah.
Right.
So I was like, I mean, it's kind of stereotypical to lump like every Christian that not with that.
Because what I've realized, like getting older and being younger, Christianity is, I don't want to say it's a spectrum, but to a certain degree,
it's like looser.
it's none of that. It's like it's really a spectrum. Like there's certain things. Like I'm not out here cheating on my girlfriend, drinking, like stealing and robbing. Like I'm not doing the big bad things. Smoking an occasional weed or taking a little drink isn't like the worst possible thing to do if you're a Christian.
Yeah.
Now, if you're like an Orthodox Jew, then like, yeah, those things you probably shouldn't do. But I'm not so much of a Christian where I kind of strip myself of these indulgences because I'm like, oh, God is going to judge me. Like, no, if I make, again, me having an occasional drink with my homies and my brother, as opposed to me robbing a liquor store, like, I think, in my brain is what I think. There's levels to it.
Yeah.
Now, a CBD gummy, again, I'm not really a big smoker or, I guess you could say consumer of weed anyways, but, yeah, like I said, it's kind of a spectrum.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that dibble and dabble in the, smoking weed and drinking. I'm not going to go to the length of, like, smoking weed every single day. Like, again, I do it. I haven't smoked weed in, like, 8 months just because I just don't. If I'm with so-and-so or so-and-so, it's all in moderation. That's what I say. Everything is in moderation.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And even though, like, going on that, like, everybody sins at the end of the day.
That-
God made humans for that reason.
That's
like,
another thing.
Humans will sin, and your sins will be forgiven. And
Right.
even if it's like small things or big things, it doesn't matter. Your sins will be forgiven. So it doesn't,
Especially if you're actively trying to work on them. Like, I'm actively trying to work on, again, I'm not a big drinker, but that's an indulgence that when everything else is kind of stripped away and I'm with my brother, we kind of getting loose. I'm trying to, again, in moderation. If I'm going out after a long week of work, that's kind of to a degree of reward.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, oh, you play basketball. I'm trying to like, I guess you could say categorize certain things and certain rewards. Not only based on Christianity, it's based on life.
Life in general, of course.
Because I could literally sit here and, drink juice all the time. And but there's certain times when I used to literally think anybody who smoked weed was disgusting. Mm-hmm. Like even when I met my girl that I'm with now, I would think in the back of my mind, how can I be with somebody who smokes weed if I don't do it at all under any circumstances? Then I realized it really does get a bad rap. It's not as bad as people think it is. And I used to kind of view it kind of like cigarettes. And then when my girlfriend got broken down, I'm like, oh. And then when I did it, I'm just like, this just kind of puts me in a mellow, calm. I'm just relaxed.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being relaxed.
No, there's not. Especially like if you work hard, it's okay to have like a blunt. It's okay to have a J. It's okay to maybe take a sip of alcohol, but don't really do the alcohol.
Right.
And especially like if you're doing it, at least you're doing it in the safety of your own home, or at least the safety of the people that you're around, so you don't act out or do something that you don't really want to do and then end up in jail or prison or
situation.
just in a bad situation in general. So
and that's another reason why whenever I do drink, I make sure with this intention. Like if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna have fun with my brother, I'm gonna have fun with my boys.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna go to a bar on a Tuesday and say, you know what, life's hard. Let me throw 17 shots back.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with people that do that, but I know it's people that genuinely age.
Like you just do it so much that you get used to it, and then it just becomes something that could be your downfall, and it'll just ruin you. So, like what you said, people go through things, but I feel like people need to go through things in like the positive way, not drinking your sorrows away, not smoking it away. You know what I'm saying? Just you actually need to sit in that pain and sit in that hurt, and that'll elevate you and that'll make you grow as a person, become way better than where you were before.
Right, like the heartbreak we were talking about. It doesn't. Jalen asked me last week. He was like, "What did you ask me?"
I don't remember.
I ended up saying like the reason why I didn't change who I was as a person based on how I got my heart broken was because I told myself when I was growing up I'd never allow somebody else's outlook on me and my worth determine how I felt about myself.
Yeah.
That's what I think you asked me, like something like that.
Yeah, it's because how I view it is everybody's like you can't compare yourself to others.
Yeah.
Because you're literally not the same
not at all.
At all. Different genetics, genes, everything like that. Like down even to family.
Right.
And that's how when you see people's family on social media,
oh yeah,
everybody is going through the same shit you are.
It is.
Except they're just better at hiding.